What's going on, guys? Austin here, or Luna. So today I have a video that I'm very excited to bring to you guys. Um, yesterday's commentary, a few people thought that I was gonna start smoking weed like left and right. No, it's not the case. Just wanted to get that out of the way because some people were like, "Oh no, Austin, you're gonna change and not upload and get lazy and smoke a bunch of pot and then fall off." And that's not the case. Even if I was smoking every day, I'd still be doing this because it's my hobby and I love it and I enjoy it and I love all of you. And I wouldn't just ditch on you guys for no reason. So now that that's out of the way. First time trying edibles or first time eating edibles or some shit like that. I don't even know what I'm going to name this. But yeah, it's about edibles. If you guys don't know what edibles are, they are, weed brownies, weed cookies, just everything with food that you love mixed with weed. So it's a pretty win-win situation. A lot of people describe the high as very different. Usually when you smoke weed, you get like a head high, and then when you eat edibles, you get like a body high. Now, my experience with edibles were pretty weird. I didn't really feel. Everyone says that you feel like a body high. I didn't feel really like a body high. It was like a weird high. But I'm gonna get into the story now. That way you can really get into my persona. Or get into my view of it. So I took edibles, like literally it was funny because at the time I took edibles was like the third week I started smoking weed, so I was pretty young. And I'm really not. I was kind of afraid to try edibles, which is funny. And I remember I had this one kid that I used to go to school with. He used to come into school all the time with weed brownies, and he used to sell them in school. And I was like, what? Like, why? Like, who sells edibles in school? That's the worst thing you could do. Like, why would you do that? So I met this kid in school. He was a good friend of a bunch of my friends knew this kid, and we called him the weed man because he used to just bring weed and sell it in school. And I know it's not good, but yeah. So he used to just go into the bathroom every morning. I used to see it. I'd come into school and I'd look in the bathroom door, and he'd always be in there selling drugs to people. So yeah, it really proves don't follow in this kid's footsteps because you'll end up like he did. Because right now he's locked up. He's in jail. So I met this kid, and he always had edibles on him. And the more and more I saw this kid selling edibles to my friends, made me want to try it even more. So one day, I was scared, and he asked me. He was actually with my friends at the lunch table, and he just straight up asked me, "Yo, Austin, would you want to buy one off me?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So we go into this little handicapped one-door bathroom, and he locks the door, and he only had one brownie. I think it was a pop brownie, and it wasn't even I don't think it was even made with good shit. I think he the can of butter that he made. I think, is that how you do it? I know I've never even made an edible before. I've been with my friends while they make them, but I've never actually made an edible. So he just gave me this pot brownie. I knew nothing about edibles at the time. I barely even knew anything about weed at the time. So he gives me this pot brownie, and he's like, "Yo, just give me $15 and I'll give it to you." I was like, "All right." So I gave him $15. He probably ripped me off. I don't even care. It was worth it. So we proceed out of the bathroom. He goes first. I wait 10 minutes, and then I go out after him, and I have it in this little baggie. It was funny because it was kind of broken up. It was half broken, and it was in this baggie, and I was like, fuck it. It's not even about the taste or how it looks. It's just gonna get me to where I need to go, and that is high. So I leave 10 minutes after he does, and I'm in the hallway at this point, going back up to the cafeteria. Now, this is lunchtime, so we have 3 more hours of the day. Now, when you take an edible, I think it takes 40 minutes to kick in, depending on your metabolism. I know I have a very quick metabolism, so it kicked in a lot faster than I thought it would. So, I was originally planning to do this at home, a week from when I got it, which is a horrible idea. It'll rot and be disgusting. But we were in school, and my one friend had one too, because that's where I met the kid. We were at lunch, and my friend just got back from buying one, and he asked me if I wanted one. So I was with my friend, and he had a pop brownie too. And we were just we were just kind of sitting there looking at each other, and he was just like, "Yo." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Do you want to go take this with me?" I was like, "You're gonna do it in school?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, we got one more class after this, and it's gym, and we don't even do anything, so why not?" And I was like, "I don't know, man." He's like, "Come on, dude, let's just do it." And I was like, I don't think so, man." He's like, "But what if you did?" And I was like, "What if I did?" He's like, "We'd have a lot of fun." And I was just like, all right, man, you know what? Fuck it, you got me. So, but keep in mind, this is when I didn't give a shit about school. This is when I was like going more towards going into high school, so I didn't really have to try that hard, which is a horrible way to look at school, but, do good. But I go into the same bathroom that I actually bought the pot brownie in with my friend. And we both took one bite of our brownies, and like I said, mine was kind of in half, and he was laughing at me because it was so deformed looking. So he ate his really fast. He had it down in like literally 10 seconds, and I'm just sitting there chewing on it, like, oh, this tastes really weird because it tasted like brownie, but at the same time, it almost had like a shitty dark chocolate taste to it. It was really weird tasting, and they're not really supposed to taste that good, but especially if you home make them and you've never made a brownie before. But they can actually taste really good. I've had edibles. I don't know how many times I've actually had edibles. Quite a few times, but a few of those times they've tasted really, really good. So this is just my first time, so it tasted kind of like the shittiest. So I got the brownie down in like 5 minutes. I ate the first half, and then I ate the second half, and it was kind of hard to get down. Like I said, it tasted like really nasty dark chocolate at first. But after it was down, me and my friend, we were just chilling in the bathroom, cracking jokes. I don't know, we were waiting to go out because we heard someone outside the door. And then he went out first again because, they have cameras at my school and we didn't want to look suspicious, even though you could already see us both walking in there. There was really no point in trying to not look suspicious. We already looked really fucking suspicious. So he walks out of the bathroom. I walk out too after like 5 minutes of waiting. And at this point, we go into gym. So we're in gym, and depending on your metabolism, it can take like an hour to kick in sometimes. Pot brownies are very potent, and they take a little bit to kick in. So when you take an edible, you got to know that it will take time to kick into your system. It could take literally, it could be up to an hour. So when you take an edible, be patient. So by the way, guys, if any of you ever take edibles, just know in your head, no one ever really died from cannabis. So if you eat this and have a bad time, you're not going to die. So relax, okay? That's what I had to tell myself. So like I said, I was nervous when I took this, but when I took it, I just kept thinking that I'm like, no one's ever died from weed. You can't die from weed. The worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to be too potent, and I'm going to be a little like on my ass, and I'm going to be like too high. So after like 40 minutes, since I have such a light, like heavy, like quick metabolism, it was in my system. Like 40 minutes, it kicked in. Now it was very potent. I didn't want to move. I was sitting on the bleachers in gym, and I was sitting there with my friend, and his hit him like 20 minutes after mine hit him because he's a little bit more heavyweight than me. And actually, I don't even know if weight has anything to do with it. I've never really looked into that, but I thought if you were just like a more lightweight person, it would hit you quicker. So it hit me really fast. It hit him like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes later. I can't really remember because time was kind of loopy with me. When I smoke or eat an edible, like time just slows down. So I don't know what's going on. It feels like an hour when really it's been like 5 minutes. So I'm sitting on the bleachers. Everyone's playing floor hockey, and like the gym teacher's bitching at me because I'm not going in to play. And he looked at me, he's like, why won't you play? I'm like, because I don't fucking want to. Because he's a nice guy, we're friends, but I can he lets me swear and stuff. I'm like, because I don't fucking want to. And he's like, all right, fine. So he marked me absent for the day, technically, because I wasn't playing, which is a douchebag move to do. And, I just kind of sat in gym. I was super on my ass, like I said. I didn't want to move. It was a really heavy high. It was potent as fuck. Like, it was in my head and it felt like I was in my body. So the high was just everywhere. I still had that feeling where if I would shut my eyes, it felt like I was falling. And my stomach actually kind of hurt after like 30 minutes of being high. Like, I was really on my ass and I didn't want to move. And I was like, ugh. But I really started to get stomach pains, and that kind of sucked. I had to go to the bathroom, which was so fucking bad. I just had the worst cramp I've probably ever gotten in my life. But it lasted quite a while. Like, I can't remember how long it actually lasted. It was a few hours, I think. But it was really crazy because I remember the bus ride home. I was like just sitting there like because gym was my last class of the day since I took it at the end of lunch. So it was a pretty crazy experience, and I can't remember too much after getting home. I think after I got home, I just played Xbox, like Black Ops 2 or something. I just played some Call of Duty and relaxed. It was really, really funny. I don't know. My friend was really funny. He was making me laugh. I don't know. When we were sitting on the bleachers, he just kept cracking jokes and being funny because we were the only two sitting on the bleachers, so we just got to talk the whole class. But that's basically my experience with edibles. Let me know in the comments below what your experiences with them are and if you've ever taken an edible or eaten a pot brownie. So yeah, this has been Austin FFA, or Luna. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Peace.